to come in the store because they know their comics are here. It's New Book Day! I get the last Vampirus.
Ooh, like, this is what pisses me off about this book. That's a eerie cover from the late 70s. Mm-hmm. It's like they can't even come up with new covers on this stuff.
Yeah, right. I mean, they're giving you the original Warren stuff inside, right? Whatever original stuff inside. They'll give you a new cover.
It's a great cover.
But then they have to pay someone for that too. Sure. I don't know if you are interested in hack slash body bags.
Because each one has a different their own title, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I can't take on any more titles.
Yep. Usually around Halloween time, they put out a one shot, a mini series. DC Horror Presents. Yep. I figured you may like that cover too.
I definitely like that one.
Aliens, Frankenstein. Do you do all the covers for Frankenstein?
Sure.
Okay. And Army of Darkness.
Nice.
And were you doing this one too?
Yes.
Okay. There's a book called The Feeding back there. Voices in My Head. There's like 3 or 4 more horror books that are back there, but some are more horror than others. The other one could just be horrible. So $22. I've been reading some of the X-Men lately. I like the new X-Men stuff.
Problem is they're flooding with too many X-Men.
Oh yeah, yep. They got way too many miniseries and X-Men, Uncanny X-Factor, Dazzler, Mystique.
Yeah, too many. They're gonna ruin it. That's what happened with Gundam.
Yeah, did too many of that.
They flooded with. They didn't do it in order. Too many. No one knew which one was which.
Yeah, yep. This is a set that I thought of you of.
Oh yes, thank you. Yep, you had me at Full Moon. One of the 2 worst movies I've ever seen. I love it.
And these are a couple of the others.
I don't need another mud pack.
I got 2 of those, and
I have 3. I have 2 sets of this myself.
I just one of 12 I have of that one. And then everything else I priced up this week was all stuff. I had some guys that gave me lists from mail order from other parts of the country, and I found a bunch of stuff while we were working on Saturday. So it's like that's what I was pricing up all day yesterday. Besides working on
when you hit the S's,
working on an order form.
That's the most comic titles of all of
them.
It
is.
Are S's.
It is.
So I see you're at D. So by the time you get to S's, I'll take out a more. That's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's not Demonic Toys. As far as I don't remember that clown being in Demonic Toys. The other 2, yes. But I could be wrong.
So that was one of the worst 2 movies you watched?
Oh, have you ever seen Demonic Toys?
Oh, yeah, but what was the other one?
I know. I mean, it was just, I thought it was Demonic Toys was just a poor Puppet Master.
Well, see, I think Puppet Master is one of the worst things I've ever watched.
Oh, then watch Demonic Toys. You'll watch Puppet Master.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I watched.
Master 1 was terrible. Puppet Masters 2, 3, and 4 were, well, I mean, you don't smoke the cannabis, so.
No, I do not. Yeah, nope. I watched the first Puppet Master. Later than it ever even when it actually came out, because I had a couple of friends who loved Puppet Master, bought all the toys and stuff, and they had some cool characters. One night Puppet Master was on. I said, I'm going to watch Puppet Master. I never watched another one since, but I was with Skip, and it was late night. We had just finished watching something, and it was like 3 a.m. or whatever, and he goes, hey, let's watch the Puppet Master. And I go, gets off at like 5. You're going to be awake. Yeah, we're on 4 o'clock. I'm heading home. He lived right across. He was my brother's friend. He lived right across the street from us, right? I'm going home. I'm going to bed. I'm saying, no, you're not. I go, you're going to sit here with me and watch how this movie ends. Glenn, this movie sucks. I go, it does, but I still want to see how this movie ends, and I'm not doing it by myself because I didn't want to watch this from the beginning. I watched this because you said, let's watch The Puppet Master, so you were staying. So I made him stay over to 5 in the morning to watch
Kind
it.
of like Evil Dead, right? Like, not. I'm just using that as an example. I'm not putting them in the same category, all right? Evil Dead 1 was genius for what they had. Puppet Master got better as the series went on because they got more money, they got more experience doing the the effects and stuff. So it did get better.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was good. I said it got better.
I watch a lot of horror that isn't good, but it's enjoyable.
The first Puppet Master was not good or enjoyable.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2, I don't think is a better movie than Evil Dead 1. It's funnier. It's got, better quality, better production, slightly better acting. I don't think it's a better movie than 1. It's just as they got more experience, they figured out how to do things, and they weren't doing it in such a slap together kind of way. The same thing with the Puppet Master ones. Like I said, the second, third, and fourth ones are more tolerable to sit through than the first one, but none of them are good.
Yeah.
Demonic Toys, I thought was worse than Puppet Master.
Wow.
But, it's fun. I mean, it's part of that 80s, But then again, I also didn't see either one of those movies when I was 13 years old, right? Because I probably would have a different, and a lot of people have a different feeling of the movie because they remember it when they were 13 years old. So there's some sort of nostalgia with it.
Right.
A lot, if you watch the movie now even taking into account those aesthetics, and you get kind of excited about this came out when I was 15, right? Like, you could tell me Return of the Living Dead is the worst movie ever, and it probably is. But because of when I watched it, what feelings I got from that movie, be it in love with Linnea, right? Or, just the fact that it was like a talking zombie strapped to a table, I'm like, this is one of the greatest movies ever.
Right.
Again, I didn't watch either one of those when I was in the impressionable age. Killer Klowns from Outer Space, though, terrible movie. Absolutely love it. Hold it in very high esteem because I watched it on repeat when I was 14 years old,
Killer Klowns from Outer Space is an awful film. What do you use? Badtastic?
Badtastic.
But it's badtastic.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Maybe a couple of years ago, I think IFC showed it. And IFC doesn't edit anything. Mm-hmm. And I'm just flipping through the channel and go, Killer Klowns from Outer Space? I stopped and watched it. It's just as bad as it was, and I remembered when I watched it 10 years ago, yeah? I still enjoyed it. I mean, because I know it's bad, and that's a key too. It is what it is. So you gotta rate it to the crappiness of what it is, and it's good crap. Sure. Hey, they started pushing it when they started advertising the first Ultimate Spider-Man in one of the books as what that was an ad. That's his first appearance. No, it's not. An ad is not your first appearance. It's just.
So that means that Thor's first appearance is in Spider-Man 14 or something, because there's an ad for Journey into Mystery or whatever.
Right.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah. That means everyone should be buying the previous book because you've got a picture of them in that.
7 or whatever it was, right? The first appearance of they're trying. There's people, and I don't know who exactly, but they're saying that is the true first appearance of the new X-Men. That the Giant X-Men 1 is not.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just going to try to find a fan magazine. It's not even a previews magazine. It's a fan-made magazine that got
Friends of Old Marvel.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, Friends of Old Marvel, I believe it's. Yeah. So Friends of Old Marvel. But I think Marvel put the book out.
Did they?
Yeah. Even though it was a fanzine, but I think Marvel did put that book. I think that was printed by Marvel, except it was made as a fanzine.
It's well, where do we start making the rules? Again, I should be not buying any books, just grabbing these off the thing and walking out the door. Right. There's my first appearance.
Well, they were Miles Morales. They were going to that old Marvel's previews saying, well, this is technically the first appearance of Miles Morales.
Why is Malibu's son more important than Spawn #1?
Yeah.
I've got a Malibu son with a printing error. Who fucking cares? So what?
Your friends.
Yeah, those douchebags. But the funny thing is I sold him shitty copies, and I had better copies, or I replaced him with better copies. So then the last one that I had to replace, and he paid me top dollar for all my Eternals, which I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of my Eternals #1 while it was still at a good price too.
Paid me top dollar for Eternals. Paid me top dollars for my Submariner series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
'cause
hell,
he bought right at the hype. Right, he came to my house. He paid top dollar for my. He paid me, I think, $175 or $200 for my Shang-Chi, and what was the other one? Iron Fist. He paid me a big bucks for that because he was specking that was going to get huge, and I'm like, no, dude, it ain't going to get huge, and so I got better copies from him. Like a month and a half later, I was like, thank you. No, as soon as the movie crashed, both movies were like Metza. Oh, the show was Metza.
You used his money and bought better copies. Yeah, it still had money left over probably too. Yeah. But even the Eternals #1, even if it's still worth, even if it's still saying it's worth $80, you couldn't get $80 for Eternals now. Yeah,
max.
I didn't even like it when I was buying a couple of the Eternals when they were still lower. And I just want $10 for this book. I didn't want to spend $10 on Eternals. It's first of all, it's an awful book. They're awful characters, and then the movie busted, and that was the end of that.
Stop hiring these actors, right? Star Wars had no named actors except for one, and he didn't even want to be in the movie. Obi-Wan Kenobi was the only named actor at that time, right? I mean, they said, Harrison Ford was still working carpentry jobs and selling pot on the side, right? That was good. Kit Harington is no Black Knight in my book. Just I never saw him as Black Knight, so maybe he would be, but I just can't vision
He doesn't
him.
really have a lot of charisma.
No, he does not
He
have
was
the-
really quiet in
Yep.
Game of Thrones.
We took a group that nobody knows about and made it into one of our best-selling books. We can do anything now. Yeah,
They tried to tie in the cosmic thing, and they should have asked all the writers that have been trying to tie in the cosmic thing in Marvel for decades. And you're not going to get the Avenger. I mean, you will a little bit, but the true core fans of Marvel never really liked the Space Odyssey stuff. They just never. You had the Space Odyssey people, and then Stalin bridged the gap there for a little while.
Stalin brought in the stoners.
Yeah. You read those Guardians. I don't know if you read them. The 70s Guardians of the Galaxy's book. They were painful.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they were bad.
They were. I liked some of the 90s Guardians of the Galaxies. After a certain point, I couldn't read it. I just couldn't read it anymore. And then Abnett and Lanning, when those guys worked together, they're geniuses. Put together the Guardians that we know now. They were awesome. After 25 issues, shut them down. And then Bendis came in saying, oh, I can do this now. He wasn't any good. The Guardians haven't been good since that Abnett and Lanning. I mean, they had some good stories in Guardians afterwards, but not what it was.
Wasn't the Guardians, the second series there, the 90s series, wasn't that set in year 3000 or something?
Yeah, it was in the future.
Way in the future, right? It wasn't Cosmic Ghost Rider, but there was another Ghost Rider in those books too.
I think it was
the Rambo character finds Cap's shield or something like that, and the rubble of something.
Vance Astro had Cap Shield, running around with that. You had the
Vance Astro, that was his name.
Yeah, but I like those early Guardians. They were something different, But after a while, it just got monotonous. The 70s Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't readable at all. No, it was unreadable. I think that first run of Silver Surfer was unreadable.
I just didn't think they knew where they were going to go with it. Right? They were like, you put him with Fantastic Four and all that, but then all of a sudden he's battling Spider-Man and Daredevil. Yeah. It's like, what?
Then, you had that great Thor cover, and you had the first appearance of Mephisto in it and stuff, right? The comic shop that I was going to actually got a run in. I think I had the Thor Silver Surfer cover because I liked the cover. And I says, oh man, this guy he got a whole run in. So I said, I'm buying the whole run. It's only 13 issues or whatever. It wasn't many. And I read up to issue 4 and I go, this is garbage. I wish I had never bought this stuff.
The surfer needed a sidekick he could talk to because he was stuck making these Shakespearean monologues.
Oh yeah.
It's
about how much his life
alas,
sucks,
these Earth people all hate each other. They're going to kill each other off. Blah, blah, blah. This planet is doomed. What can I do?
But didn't they thought bubble that in the whole, in the Fantastic Four run? They just thought bubbled it. Right? Like he had him talking to himself pretty much.
Pretty much all of Surfy's going through space crying.
You know why? Because you're a big fat pussy.
All that power just whining. Issue 3 or 4. I just put the set away. Yeah. When that was actually one of the first things that I brought into the store when I opened up in '93. I says, I need to get this out of my collection because this is garbage.
The John Buscema art was incredibly good.
Oh yeah.
The art was great, but you just got so tired. Stan Lee was writing most of it.
Yeah, it was good.
I found out recently that supposedly Stan when he'd have like a meeting with like an artist or a writer, he'd actually jump on top of his desk and he'd start acting out the roles of the characters and speechifying and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you read Silver Surfer and you go, yeah, you could have done that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good picture. I, where thou art. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. Captain America.
Yes. That's been a disappointment.
Big time.
Yeah, unfortunately. It started out so
One
good.
more issue and then he's off it.
Yeah.
Chasm, Curse of Cain, Deadpool, Predator versus Black Panther.
Yeah.
Should be Predator destroys Black Panther. Ultimate X-Men. Or, in other words, Ultimate Trash.
I mean, Peaches.
Just thinking that.
Yep. Patra, or Patra.
Yep.
That sounded like excitement there, too.
Yeah. I'm enjoying that book.
It did.
The Magic Order.
Yep.
Yep.
Redcoat.
Yeah. I thought it was done. Guess not.
You thought wrong.
I'm glad that George Washington wasn't the bad guy.
Yeah. Spawn. Spawn kills every Spawn. Violent Flowers. Don't want anything to do with that. And Wonder Woman Uncovered.
I thought you were going to do a parody of the Monty Python spam thing with Spawn instead.
I didn't know the Monty Python thing. I don't like Monty Python, so I've never been a fan.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I don't know the eggs, bacon, spawn, spam, or whatever.
I'm pretty sure that's what the term for spam on the internet came from, was the Monty Python routine.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because it was just too much of something you didn't want.
Hey, we'll see you later, Mike.
Later.
Don't like spam? That delicious, gross, the delicious gelled meat that comes out of a can.
Gelatinous goop
Yeah.
that was wrapped around it. And then I tasted that it was sort of somewhere in between ham and pork.
Yeah.
And something else. I
I
don't
don't quite know
know.
what it was. I had to eat it when I was younger.
You had to open up the can and you had to peel back the metal cover.
Yep.
And then you'd look at it and all you'd see is the slime on the top.
We'd have fried spam and eggs. I mean, of course, you took all the glop off it. And, it should cut up slices and fry it in the frying pan with the eggs. So it was kind of edible.
I rated it right up there with the olive loaf.
I'll take the spam over olive loaf any day. Olive loaf was disgusting. That stuff is gross. I think I've only had olive loaf once, and that was the one time, and that was enough.
Mostly DC stuff looks like this week for some reason. Some Superman books, the new Green Lantern Elseworlds, new creative team on Detective that people are checking out. Of course, the best book on the market right here, Conan the Barbarian. He's a barbarian. Hello? What's not to love about barbarians? Drinks ale, gets chicks.
They still make the Family Circus?
Oh yeah, it's still out.
He died though, right? Bill Keane?
Yeah, I think it's his kid built. His other
Kid
kid,
writes
his
it?
kid's doing it. Yeah, Mike brought in the comics for me to read because we don't get the paper anymore because it's a giant ripoff. But I was just, man, I missed the comic strip, so he brings in the comic strips every week for me.
Oh, I see a circle.
All right, so we got this particular Family Circus. Circus is done by Bill Keane. They're filling up bags with leaves. Billy and his father.
That's seasonal.
Yeah.
I like it.
So Grandma says they used to burn the leaves instead of putting them in trash bags.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Then what?
That's it. There's your Family Circus.
Seems like a factoid.
I never get it. I never understand how that thing's still going. There's a couple ones sometimes you laugh at them, but yeah. But back in the day, you used to burn the leaves.
There's a lesson to be learned there somewhere.
Yeah, right. In the old days, you just burn shit. Now you throw them away. It's
That was not very comical.
no, it wasn't very common. Let's get another
It's
one.
a
Let's
life
see
lesson.
let's see if we got. This is on last Thursday. They're watching football, and there's a big melee pile up. Right? Mm-hmm. It's Dolly and Billy. Why do they always run into the pile? That's a legitimate question, though.
Yeah, but it's not funny.
No, it's not funny.
Or insightful. Or
No, not at all. These are what you have most of the time when you have Family Circus. So maybe this one No, we're not following his feet this time. But this
that's a
time,
big one.
Yeah, there's a big one.
That's not even a circle. That's a square.
Yeah, so
A
now it's like
rectangle.
the trees are crying because summer's over because the leaves are falling.
Yeah.
If trees were people, they'd be in trouble for littering. The reason leaves fall off is they've gotten rusty. Well, I mean, it's kids. That's kids thinking, but
Their
I
imagination.
mean, I don't really think it should be a comic strip, though. Trees don't need any leaves in the winter because nobody sits under them. Pretty soon the birds won't have any place to hide. This time of year is called fall because that's what the leaves do. And
He's right.
he is, yeah, he's right. They're so pretty. I think I'll start a leaf collection. That's your family circus. That's what you get.
I think we've laughed at one.
Oh yeah,
Once.
one, maybe two. You know, it's
So that one out of 30 years funny.
yeah,
Pretty good ratio.
yeah. And yet they still somehow sell books. They still, you know, it's I don't get it. I still read it every day, but
It doesn't cost you much.
no, right.
I mean, the paper does, but
Right.
when you have it in your hand already, it's 3 sentences.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
4 seconds.
Right. I go to the next one. I read every one in the paper.
I used to read them all too.
Yeah. And there was some that were just horrible and you wish would leave. And then there was some that were awesome and then they left and they put something else in its place. And what were you even thinking of?
I like Dilbert. Dilbert was fun.
I love Dilbert. Yeah. I like Dilbert too. I wish he was.
It was basically like Office Space, but in a comic form.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dilbert is hilarious. I wish it was still in.
Sherman's Lagoon.
Yeah, he's in the Herald. We don't get the Herald. I don't get the Herald anymore either. But
Pearl Before Swine, Sherman's Lagoon, Dilbert. Those are probably the 3 best ones in the last 15 years.
you know who we need? We need Adventures of Barry Ween back.
Oh man.
Judd Winnick. He just knew Adventures because that was your adult
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes.
If I won Powerball, I would hire Judd Winnick just to make that comic for me. I'd be like, I will give you $250,000 a year to give me Barry Ween every week.
Yeah, that's one funny. Every so often, one will come through this in a collection, all trashed or beat up, whatever. I'll still pick it up and read it every time. I don't care if it's number. Yeah, I don't care if it's number 3 or 5. You know, it doesn't matter.
I had mine at home. That never gets purged.
Nope.
That's rereadable.
Oh yeah, yeah. I miss a lot of Judd Winnick stuff. He was a good writer.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a good writer. So,
It's weird. I got down here today.
yeah, you all right?
I'm on break at work.
Oh. He's the one kept on bumping into you all the time, right? Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This is like 3 weeks worth of stuff. I haven't been in like 3 weeks. I'll just sort them, add them up, and take a certain amount. That's all I can afford. No, I'll show him his price, and then when Glenn gets to a certain price, I'll put the rest in the box. Dude, I'm so far behind on this stuff. Probably have like 200 comics I have to bag and board that I haven't even read. Yeah, definitely buying. Don't know yet. All this up so the wife watches it and sees.
Not good, man.
It's not good.
You're not smart enough to add all this up, so it's all right. Your wife will never know.
Just because I went to the tech. Your cameraman went to the tech too.
Yeah, but look what he's doing. He's doing something technical. All right, he's not adding up comics. All right.
Didn't you go to the tech too?
119. Oh, $119. Hey, you want to know how smart this guy is? Is there an Ultimate Spider-Man in that pile?
Yeah,
What number?
9.
Oh, good. He was going to buy 10 before 9, so it's that's.
I put him by price. I didn't put him.
Hey, let's not make fun of Ian. All right?
Leave him alone, will you?
Yeah, leave him alone.
He's working right now.
He's working. He came down here on his break to come and pick up his comic books. He doesn't need to get picked on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so knock it off.
I will. I'm sorry, Ian.
Sorry,
You're very handsome.
We're at 159.
Whoa.
Keep going.
and look at that.
Boom.
I don't think his wife has ever watched this show.
But I have friends that probably watch it, and then they'll tag her.
Tell her.
They'll tell her.
Just say, hey, it's a reality show. That shit was all staged.
Yeah.
It was. I just put a big stack
Yeah,
up there,
exactly. It's not even my books.
just so Glenn could get views.
Yeah.
Right.
And then after I left, I just grabbed my 5 books and
Right.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Tell her that. I'll agree with you. Whatever happens at the Comic Palace stays at the Comic Palace unless it's on YouTube.
It's like Las Vegas. It's like Las Vegas.
Hollywood man.
Yeah. And as always, saying you shop at the Comic Palace store, you get more for your dollar.
that sounds familiar. It doesn't sound accurate.
I think he's ripping some of it off.
Doesn't sound original.
I think when they were $1.25, you could say that.
All right. Thank you for stopping at the Comic Palace, the store where we make dreams come true.
Nocturnal emissions?
If that's the dream it is, yeah.
I don't remember getting a gift certificate. I know my mother came down and
She gave
bought
it to her
some.
boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe it's a brother boyfriend. You know, it's
He wanted to buy Yu-Gi-Oh!
Man, maybe it's at my house.
sorry.
It's making me think now. I don't like this.
He doesn't like thinking. We already established that.
Yeah, we did establish that. Yeah. So did you get one at Incho?
I don't think I did.
I think you
No, my mother came down and bought 3 of the back issues.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, I left the most expensive one. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
I have a stack of gift certificates.
Why?
Yeah, bring some down here.
I think I have like $400 in Amazon gift cards.
You're right. You're home on your computer doing it. How can
your
you forget?
phone, you can do it at
right,
work.
right. How can you forget those?
I completely forget.
Well, there could be a chance that you didn't get a gift certificate either.
I think it was for Christmas I got one. Or 2. I think I got 2 for Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah. You didn't forget to use those.
Nope. I was in it probably the next day.
I don't know how you forget to use something that you're at home online buying something. I get it. Sometimes you forgot to you went out and you I left my gift certificate at the house. You know, it's
I don't really buy from Amazon. That's why.
well now you get Amazon gift certificates.
I do.
Yeah, make a point to buy from Amazon.
Right.
I don't even have an Amazon account.
I'm sure your wife does. I bet she buys off Amazon. What woman doesn't?
I like to support the local businesses.
Yeah,
That's why
me
I come
too.
down- that's
But
why I
you
come
got
down to Glen.
$400, and you can't support local businesses with that. You
No,
got to
you
buy it from
can't.
Amazon. So
But instead of going to Walmart, you can buy it off of Amazon too.
Yeah.
You know,
Or you just regift them.
buy some
You figure-
fancy bars of soap.
That's why I save gift certificates, because if it's someone's birthday and I
how
forget,
about some
I just
cucumber melon?
regift the
Some
gift
candles.
certificates.
cucumber melon.
Some scented candles.
Yeah, that foam soap of cucumber melon too. That smells delicious.
Cashmere Woods. Oh, it's so good.
You don't want you don't want cashmere
No,
woods.
you do want cashmere
No,
Woods.
you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, it's too strong.
It's not. Well, it's because you had the thing turned way up.
Oh yeah, cashmere woods is what we have in here right now for the smell. Just smells like some guy's
It doesn't smell
cologne.
like the guy's anything.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a body part.
You were going down that road.
No, it smells like too much cologne on a guy. I was driving to work today. A bug came in my window, started
Shouldn't be
bouncing off
alive.
my head. All right, go to the back of the car or something.
We've
You know,
wasted
it's-
a month of fall.
right? Yeah,
It's summer hasn't ended yet. It's gross.
yeah. We're gonna get screwed.
It's disgusting. Yeah, we go from
Gets-
summer to winter. That's it. No
Yeah.
fall.
Right, and then it'll be a
I'd
spring
rather
and
have the
summer.
heat
Then
than the
the
cold.
We don't get fall or spring here anymore. Just
No.
summer, winter, summer, winter. Too
Right.
hot, too cold. Too hot, too cold. Thanks. Appreciate it. Terrible.
What are you guys still doing here? We're all done. It's time for you to go now. Now they're coming in the store because they know their comics are here. Now they're coming in the store because they know their comics are here.
Now they come in the store because they know their comics are here.
Now they come in the store because they know their comics are here.
It's New Book Day! It's New Book Day!
It's New Book Day!
It's New Book Day!
We're going to do a wide one. Go ahead. Keep going.
Ah!